What are the 4 tenses that we studied in the last class? Jenny?
Ma'am, 1 second, please.
Okay. The 4 tenses. We studied 4 tenses in the last class. Actually, there are 3 tenses, right? Tenses are of 3 types: present tense, past tense, and future tense. These are the 3 types of tenses. And each tense again is divided into 4 types. So present is divided into 4, past is divided into 4, and future is also divided into 4. So if that is the case, then there will be totally 4 plus 4 plus 4, that is 12 tenses. Right? So we completed the first 4 tenses under present tense. And generally, what does the word tense mean? Tense means time. It is just the time. Tense means time. That's all. Okay, nothing more to learn about that. Tense appadina, it is time. Okay, and it refers to the time in which an action is performed. Tense refers to the time in which an action is performed. Any action which is performed. Okay, and that is actually divided into 3. Then 3 is again divided into 12. Yes, Jenny, are you ready? What are the 4 tenses that we studied on last Sunday?
Ma'am, present
Present tense, yes. Under present tense, what are the 4 tenses? We learned 4 tenses. What are those 4 tenses? You are attending the classes, then you must know. Class attend பண்றீங்க இல்லையா? So then it means you are listening.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen பண்ணியிருந்தீங்கன்னா அப்ப தெரியணும். Come on, tell me.
Past tense.
Past tense நம்ம ஸ்டார்ட்டே பண்ணல. There are only 3 tenses: present tense, past tense and future tense. ஒவ்வொரு tenseயும் we are dividing into 4. So under present tense we studied 4 tenses. You have to take down notes, Jenny. Not only Jenny, எல்லார்கிட்டயுமே சொல்றேன், you have to take down notes. Unless you write down notes, no, this class will not help you, especially grammar session. See, if it is a speaking activity or a conversational session, you don't need to write anything. You just have to be active in the class, that's all. But when it comes to grammar class, you have to take notes. Otherwise, you will forget it. Maximum for 1 or 2 hours you will remember. After that, you will forget it because you are going to school on the next day. The next day you are going to school, then you will learn new things in the school. We are meeting only on Sundays, right? So ஒரு சண்டே எடுத்தது அடுத்த சண்டே தெரியணும்னா you have to take down notes. That is the only way. Is anyone else? I am very sad. Jenny எல்லாம் எல்லா கிளாஸும் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இப்படி தெரியலேன்னு சொல்லும்போது எனக்கு ரொம்ப சேடாக இருக்குது. Jenny, you are in 9th standard, right? This is not the right way, Jenny. You have to take...
Ma'am, 10th standard, ma'am.
10th standard and you are blundering. What is that என்கிற மாதிரி. We are providing you free coaching. Free coaching கொடுக்கறோம். That also in a convenient time. Sunday 10 o'clock, easy time. After having breakfast, நல்ல என்ன சொல்கிறது, லேஷராக வந்து உட்காந்து அட்டென்ட் பண்ண முடியிற டைம். அப்படி இருக்கும்போது you must dedicate some efforts. You must also give some effort, இல்லையா? If you go outside, definitely you will have to pay for this, Kanna. Okay, since you are in 10th standard, I would like to tell one thing. If you want to learn a grammar course, okay, I am also working in an institution. Okay, as a tutor, I just want to tell this to all the students. As a tutor, I am getting paid. Okay, I agree, I am getting paid on a monthly basis. I am paid, but the fee that they are collecting from each student is very heavy. Okay, so ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட் கிட்டேண்டும் அவங்க கலெக்ட் பண்ணுற ஃபீஸ் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா லைக் they will not tell this to the teacher. டீச்சர் கிட்ட டியூட்டர் கிட்ட சொல்ல மாட்டாங்க ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட் கிட்டேயும் அவங்க எவ்வளோ ஃபீஸ் கலெக்ட் பண்ணுறாங்கன்னு. பட் 2 or 3 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து எனக்கு ரொம்ப க்ளோஸ் ஆகிட்டாங்க. கிளாஸ் எடுத்து அவங்க ரொம்ப க்ளோஸ் ஆகிட்டாங்க என் கூட. அப்படி நான் அவங்க கிட்ட கேட்டேன். அவங்களே வாலண்டியராக என்கிட்ட சொன்னாங்க, மேம் இந்த மாதிரி இவ்வளோ சார்ஜ் பண்ணிட்டு மேம் எங்ககிட்ட இவ்வளோ அமௌண்ட் பே பண்ணியிருக்கோம் மேடம் நாங்கள், அப்படி இருக்கும்போது லைக் we expect some more notes, we expect some more extra classes. ஸோ அப்படி சொன்னபோது தான் even I came to know that they are collecting this much fees. 5-digit number fees. I'm not telling how much, 5-digit. அதுலேருந்து நீங்கள் புரிஞ்சுக்கலாம், அது எவ்வளோ வேணாலும் ஆகலாம், starting from 10,000. So if you want to learn a course, no, for 3 months course they are charging 10,000 rupees. So imagine that you are getting this class for free on all Sundays. That too important topics. Even students from Kerala are attending this class. Actually Kerala students, they are having a class on all Saturdays at 7:30 p.m. Like many of them have joined now. Yes, hi Asna, good morning. So many are joining this class also. You know why? Because I am teaching them English only. English, then now we have completed only 3 classes, and currently English classes are going on. Soon sir will start math and science classes. Okay, Keshamurthy sir will be handling math and science classes. If possible, I will also come in between. Okay, but still those students are coming to this class on Sunday morning. எதுக்கு வரணும்? அந்த ஒரு கிளாஸ் போருமே, எதுக்கு இங்கே வரணும்? It is because they understood the value of this grammar. Okay, so அதனால what I am telling is, ஃப்ரீயாக ஒரு ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி கிடைக்கும் போது try to make use of it by taking notes. Buy a 100 pages notebook, communicative English note. Okay, நீட்டாக கவர் எல்லாம் பண்ணி, அப்போ கலரில் எழுதி, okay, to have it with you for lifetime, it will help you. Okay, so this is an advice to all the students. At least from here onwards, try to maintain a notebook. Okay, because grammar classes are interesting, no, especially in the madri Sunday na leisure hour la attend பண்ணும்போது it is very nice. Also I believe that I am not boring anybody. என்னோட கிளாஸ் போரிங் இதுவரை யாரும் சொன்னதில்ல. அப்படி போரிங்காக இருக்குன்னா you have to tell me, I will change my way of teaching. Okay, if it is boring, you have to tell, ma'am ரொம்ப போர் அடிக்கிறது மேம், இது வரைக்கும் யாரும் சொன்னதில்லை அப்படி இல்லையா? So Jenny, especially I'm mentioning some people, old students like Jenny, Kavinaya, Kavini. So please take down notes from this class. Okay, fine. So now,
Yes, ma'am.
yes. So now we understood that there are 3 types of tenses, that is present tense, past tense and future tense. Again, present tense is divided into 4. That is what we studied in the last class. So this is the list of those tenses. At least take a screenshot of this. If you are not writing, please take a screenshot of this. So simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. These are the 4 tenses that we covered in the last class. So today we are starting from simple past. Simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense and past perfect continuous tense. So first we will study those 4 tenses today. I think we will study only those 4 and we shall move to some activity. Okay, fine. Before that, you should know this one. This is very important. Which part of speech is affected by the change in tense? Okay, that is, if tense changes. For example, I am giving you 3 sentences. One sentence is in present tense, one sentence is in past tense and one is in future tense. So if I give you those 3 sentences, you are identifying, oh ma'am, this is in present tense, this is in past tense and this one is in future tense. How are you able to identify that? On what basis you are differentiating? Idu present, idu past, idu future. How do you know that? There is some clue, right? There is some clue hidden. It is based on the verb. It is based on the form of the verb that you determine whether a sentence is in present tense or past tense or future tense. So it is the verb. Verb is an important part of speech. I always tell you, right? Noun is important, but verb is very, very important. Because we can also form sentences without nouns. But without a verb, definitely you can't write a sentence. At least you must have an auxiliary verb or helping verb. Okay, so After we completed verb, we started tenses. அதனால தான் நான் அன்னைக்கு சொன்னேன், after completing verb, we will start tenses. We completed all types of verbs, right? What are the different types of verbs that we studied? Or you can tell from your own knowledge. How many types of verbs are there? Not that V1, V2, V3, not that one. Apart from that, we learned some types of verbs. Can you comment it? Can you type in the chat box? How many types of verbs are there? We learned 5 types of verbs in total. V1, V2, V3 is the different verb forms, but I am asking about the types of verbs. Action verb, okay. Action verb is a type. Okay, action verbs are actions. Walk, talk, sing, dance, eat, play, etc. Action verbs and linking verbs. Very good. Linking verbs are also called auxiliary verbs or helping verbs. Okay, fine. Apart from that, we learned there are 5 types of other verbs. Okay, I will just give you a clue. The first one was regular verbs. The second one was irregular verbs. Regular verbs. Okay, B form verbs, Kavir said that will come under helping verbs only. Okay, B form verbs is a part of helping verbs. Is, am, are, was, were. Okay, anyways, good one. So, regular verbs, first type. Then comes irregular verbs. Regular verbs means verbs that end with ed when we want to form the past tense. If you want to form past tense, you just have to add ed. For example, walk, walked, yeah, talk, talked, play, played, etc. Whereas irregular verbs are those for which you cannot add ed to get the past tense. For example, sing, sang, swim, swam, eat, ate. Okay, so we cannot add ed to get the past form and past participle form. So they are called irregular verbs. Yes, rise, rose. Okay, fine. Now, let me ask you the other 3 types. Finite verbs, transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. So what are finite verbs? Any idea? We have completed this part already in the last before class. Finite verbs, F-I-N-I-T-E. Have you heard of this term before? Finite verbs means the verbs I run, okay, but I want a definition as now. Okay, it's okay, I will tell you. Finite verbs are nothing but verbs which have a definite tense. Verbs which have a definite tense is called a finite verb. For example, you gave I run. So run is in present tense, ran is in past tense, and again run is in future tense. So we have a definite tense for each form. அதானது ஒவ்வொரு ஃபார்முக்கும் ஒரு டென்ஸ், ஒரு டென்ஸுக்கு ஒரு ஃபார்ம். According to the tense, if the verb is changing, according to the tense change, verbum tenseக்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி change ஆகிறதுனா, then that verb is called a finite verb. For example, eat, ate, eaten. So if I write eat, that is in present tense. If I write ate, that is in past tense. And if I write eaten, that is in past perfect tense. Eat, ate, eaten. So that is a finite verb. Because tense change ஆகிறதுக்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி verbum change ஆகிறது. According to the change in tense, the verb is also changing. Similarly, swim, swam, swum. Sing, sang, sung. Okay, so this is how finite verbs are classified. Now moving to transitive and intransitive verbs. Transitive verbs are those that require an object to complete a sentence. Okay, there are some verbs அதுக்கு வந்து object வேண்டாம். In some sentences they don't need object, whereas some verbs will surely need an object. So எதெல்லாம் verbsக்கு object வேணுமோ that is called transitive verb. They are called transitive verbs. And those verbs that don't need an object are called intransitive verbs. Okay, So totally we studied 5 types of verbs: regular verbs, irregular verbs, finite verbs, transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. Then main item nammal padichadu, there are two types of verbs, that is action verbs and helping verbs. Helping verbs are also called auxiliary verbs or linking verbs. Okay, then under auxiliary we studied be form, do form, have form, modal, primary, etc. That comes under auxiliary only. So what we have to understand is verb is very important. So it is the verb that changes according to the change in tense. As studied earlier, there are 3 forms for every verb: V1, V2 and V3. V1 is called the base form, V2 is called the past form and V3 is called the past participle form. Okay, now we will just do a quick revision. We started present tense, then we completed simple present tense. Simple present tense has 4 uses. Then its structure is subject plus V1 plus object. Now moving to present continuous tense. Present continuous tense has only one use. Okay, sorry, it has 2 uses. One is to show that an action is continuously happening in the present, and the second use is to show an action that is expected to happen in the near future. Okay, then the structure is subject plus is or am or are plus V1 plus ing plus object. This is the structure of present continuous tense. Now moving to present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is used to show an action that is completed, that was completed just before some time, just a while before. Okay, and it is also used to show past actions whose time is not given. And finally, to express an action which happened before the expected time in the past. If you want to show some action which happened before the expected time in the past, then also you can use this present perfect tense. The structure of this tense is subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object. So has or have comes only in present perfect tense. Now the last one was present perfect continuous tense. So present perfect continuous tense is used to show an action that began in the past and it is still continuing. So present perfect continuous is used to show an action that already began in the past but it is still continuing. Okay, so the structure of this tense is subject plus has or have plus being plus verb plus ing plus object. Okay, now we are starting past tense, but before moving to past tense we shall just try this activity now. Okay, we have to complete this activity. So you have to identify the tense of each sentence. Identify the tense of each sentence. Okay, so the first one is Raman is a doctor. What tense is this? You can raise your hands and you can answer. Yes, Kaviyarasan. Yes, Kaviyarasan, you raise
Hello,
your hand.
ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Ah.
Ma'am, first one is present tense.
Present tense, what tense under present tense?
Simple present tense, ma'am.
Simple present tense. Okay, very good. Raman is a doctor. It is simple present tense. Why is it simple present tense? Can you give a reason for that? Quickly.
Ma'am, helping verb is, so it is a present tense.
Aduva reason. Present continuously is varuda.
Ma'am, sentence form, ma'am. Sentence
Sentence
form.
form. Okay, what is the structure, form of the sentence?
Ma'am, Raman is subject.
Hmm.
Is a verb. A daughter is a object.
Very good. Subject plus V1 plus object. Good, Kaviyarasan. So Raman is a doctor is a sentence in simple present. Very good. So idilende enna puriyirudhu? What do you understand from this? You have to know the structure thoroughly. And the structure nu padikrom liya, format, pattern, ovvonnukkum subject plus V1 plus object, subject plus V2 plus object. That structure is very important. Because if you know the structure, எந்த sentence பார்த்தாலும் you can identify, oh, this is in this tense அப்படின்னு சொல்லிடலாம். So the 12 structures has to be by hearted. No other way. You have to by heart it. நான் எப்படி படிச்சேன் தெரியுமா? I actually didn't by heart. By teaching many students, automatically it became by hearted. நானா உட்கார்ந்து by heart பண்ணது இல்லை. நான் வந்து டீச் பண்ணுறதுக்காக நோட் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணி ஃபைனலி ஐ பை ஹார்ட்டட். ஸோ இப்போ எந்த தூக்கத்தில் கேட்டாலும் ஐ வில் டெல், ஏதோ உறக்கத்தில் சோதிச்சாலும் ஐ வில் டெல் த டென்ஸ் நோ. ஓகே, ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் ஆஃப் த டென்சஸ். ஃபைன். Now the second sentence is Radha and Krishna are best friends. Yes, what tense is it in? Analyze the sentence structure. Radha and Krishna are best friends. Very easy. I have given only simple sentences for you to identify. This is how you will have for exams also. No replies? Why? If you don't answer, I will not take tenses. யாரும் ஆன்சர் பண்ணலைன்னா நான் டென்சஸ் டீச் பண்ண மாட்டேன். I will go to some other topic. Why only Kaviyarasan? Some others come forward. Kaviyarasan, I will come back to you. Don't worry. Okay.
Simple present tense.
Simple present tense. Why is it so, Asna?
Radha and Krishna are subject.
Hmm.
R are helping verb. Best friends object.
Very good. Radha and Krishna is the subject. R is the helping verb, or that is we can call it V1. Okay. R is in V1 and best friends is the object. So is, are எல்லாம் வந்ததுன்னா you will have a confusion. Present continuous க்கு போகணுமான்னு ஒரு doubt வரும். But no. It is actually simple present tense only because you are not having V1 plus ing. If it is V1 plus ing, then it is present continuous tense. Okay, good. Yes, Kaviyarasan, were you also about to tell the same answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now moving to the third question. Susan is cooking in the kitchen. Let me call Jenny. Jenny, can you identify the tense? Susan is cooking in the kitchen.
Simple present tense, ma'am.
This is not simple present tense because cooking is V1 plus ing.
Present continuous tense.
Yes, this is in present continuous tense because subject plus is or am or are plus V1 plus ing plus object. So this is in present continuous tense. So Susan is the subject. Since Susan is singular, yeah, so you are using is. Then cooking is V1 plus ing and in the kitchen is the object. Okay. Next is Mohan is riding his bicycle. Yes, Kadiravan.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Miss, ma'am, it is present continuous tense.
Present continuous. Why?
Subject, verb plus ing, object.
Okay, subject plus is or am or are. So you are using is because Mohan is singular. Mohan is singular subject, so you are using is plus riding is V1 plus ing. His bicycle is the object. Good. Okay. Yeah, now moving to fifth question. Yes, Vivek has been asking for donation. Think well and answer. Yes, Kaviyarasan. Yes.
Ma'am, present perfect continuous tense.
Present perfect continuous tense. Can you explain why?
Ma'am, Vivek subject plus verb is has been plus working is verb plus ing form. And in my office since many years, all are object.
It's not working, it's asking. Okay.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. I'm going to next sentence.
Yeah, you went to the sixth question.
As-
That's okay.
Asking is verb plus ing. For donation is object.
Excellent. Very good. So Vivek has been asking for donation. So the structure is Vivek is the subject plus has or have been. Just a minute. Just a minute. Excuse me. So Vivek is the subject plus has or have been அப்படிங்கும்போது Vivek is singular, so you are using has. So Vivek plus has plus been plus asking is V1 plus ing. For donation is the object. Okay. So this is how present perfect continuous tense is framed. Okay. Now moving to the next question. He has been working in my office since many years. Any new people? Yes, Rakshan.
Present perfect continuous tense.
Again, it is present perfect continuous tense. He has been working in my office. Is in
Subject plus has or have been plus ing plus object.
plus V1 plus ing. Okay. V1 plus ing plus object. Okay, good. Next is Rekha and Rajiv have given me a letter. Who can answer? Rekha and Rajiv have given me a letter. Yes, Anita.
Simple present tense, ma'am.
Are you sure? What is the structure of simple present tense? What is the structure of simple present tense?
Ma'am,
Are you taking notes? Notes
ma'am,
everybody.
ma'am, now only I joined the class, ma'am.
இல்ல இது லாஸ்ட் கிளாஸ்லயே எடுத்ததுமா அது. We are just doing one revision. Present perfect tense, simple present tense, present continuous tense, இதனோடலாம் லாஸ்ட் கிளாஸ்ல நம்ம எடுத்தோம் இல்லையா? Are you writing notes?
Yes, ma'am.
அப்ப நோட்டை பார்த்து சொல்லுங்க. Rekha and Rajiv have given me a letter. What tense is this?
Um,
What is the structure of simple present tense? Check your note and tell me.
I didn't mention this one, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So can anyone else answer? You have to take down notes. From this class, please take down notes. Class or beginning la நான் சொல்லிருந்தேன் சில விஷயங்கள். So you must take down notes from this class. Otherwise, there is no use of attending this class. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Who wants to answer? Kadiravan?
Hello, ma'am.
You want to answer, right?
Present perfect tense, ma'am.
Present perfect tense. Okay. Can you give the structure of present perfect tense?
Ma'am, subject have verb object.
That is not the proper structure. Can anyone give me the proper structure of present perfect tense? The answer is correct.
Subject plus has or have plus v3 plus object.
Yes, very good. Subject plus has or have should come. Subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object. It's not simply verb. V3. What form of verb அப்படிங்கிறது கூட தெரியணும் இல்லையா? V3 அப்படிங்கிறது தெரியணும். Yes, எந்த form அப்படிங்கிறது you have to clearly tell. It is V3 plus object. So why are we using have here? Why am I not using has? Why I am using have? Any idea? Yes, Kadiravan, Rekha and Rajiv has நீ ஏன் சொல்லல? Why am I writing have here?
Ma'am, verb is third person singular.
Third person singular. Verb. No. அப்படி ஒரு கான்செப்ட் இல்ல நமக்கு. தேர்ட் பர்சன் சிங்குலர்னு வந்து
மேம் ரேகா அண்ட் ராஜீவ்னுங்கறனால அது ப்ளூரல் மேம். So we use have.
Rajiv is
If
plural.
singular, we use has.
Yes, Rekha and Rajiv is plural, so you are using have. Okay. Now moving to the next question. Roshan and Ranjan have been writing a beautiful poem. Roshan and Ranjan have been writing a beautiful poem. Yes, who wants to answer? Yes, Rakshan.
Ma'am, present perfect continuous tense.
Yes. Can you give the structure of this tense?
Subject has or have been plus verb V1 plus ing plus object.
Yes. So here you can see what is the subject here?
Roshan and Ranjan.
Roshan and Ranjan is together the subject. Okay, so sometimes the subject will be clubbed together, not just one name. We will have two names also. So Roshan and Ranjan is the subject. Very good. So you are using have plus been plus writing is V1 plus ing plus a beautiful poem is the object. Good. Now moving to the ninth one. The principal has submitted the complaint letter to the university. The principal has submitted the complaint letter to the university. Easy question. Only Kaviyarasan and Rakshan are raising their hands. Okay, Kaviyarasan. I think other students are not interested to learn, I think. Otherwise, they will answer, right? Either they are not interested or they are still not clear about this topic. Yes, yes, Rakshan. I'm sorry, Kaviyarasan.
Ma'am, past perfect tense.
We have not at all started past tense. The principal has submitted the complaint letter to the university. Check the sentence well and answer. Present perfect. Yes, the principal has submitted the complaint letter to the university. Good, Asna. Okay, now moving to the last one. We have traveled to Canada and Malaysia. We have traveled to Canada and Malaysia. Okay, what about others? Asna is telling that is also in present perfect. What about others? Yes, yes, Rakshan.
Present perfect.
Present perfect. Okay. Are you sure? Can you tell the structure of present perfect?
Subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object.
Very good. So this is also in present perfect tense. So I will give you a simple review of the structures. Okay, just 2 minutes. Simple present tense. I will tell in Tamil itself so that it will be easy. Kerala students can also understand. Don't worry. Simple present tense அப்படிங்கும்போது the structure is subject. எல்லாத்துமே subject first வரும். Subject plus V1 first form of the verb. V1 plus object. Okay. So subject plus V1 plus object. This is called simple present tense. Simple present tense is subject plus V1 plus object. Now moving to the second tense, that is present continuous tense. For present continuous tense, the structure is subject plus is or am or are, subject plus is or am or are plus V1 plus ing plus object. I repeat, subject plus is or am or are plus V1 plus ing plus object. This is present continuous tense. Now moving to the third one. present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is subject plus has or have. Subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object. Subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object. Here you are using V3, not V1, V3. And now moving to the last tense, present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense. Here you can see it is subject plus has or have plus been. One been is extra here. So subject plus has or have plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object. Subject plus has or have been plus V1 plus ing plus object. Okay, so if you are thorough with these structures, definitely you can answer any difficult question. Okay, also understand continuous tense அப்படினு வந்ததுன்னா the verb will be always in ing form. Continuous tense அப்படினு வந்ததுன்னா verb எப்பவுமே ing formல தான் இருக்கும். அது present continuous, present perfect continuous, past continuous, past perfect continuous, future continuous, future perfect continuous. இந்த 6 continuous tensesலயுமே verb will be in the ing form. Clear? அது ஒரு tip, சின்ன ஒரு technique. Okay? So now I think we can move to past tense. Okay, under past tense again we have 4 tenses and we are starting with the first one, simple past tense. இனிமையாவது கொஞ்சம் notes எடுத்துக்கோங்க. Okay, simple past tense is very simple. As the name says, பேர் மாதிரியே very simple தான். Simple past tense is used to denote an action that is completed in the past. So simple past tense is used to show an action that was completed in the past tense. Yadu, do you want to tell something? Can you switch off your mic, Yadu? Okay, so here you can see simple past tense is used to denote an action. Denote means to show an action that is completed in the past. For example, I ate an apple. She gave me a pen. So these sentences are completed in the past. So now let's check the structure of this tense. Okay, so what is the structure of this tense? Anita, can you read it?
Subject plus V2 plus object.
Subject plus V2 plus object. Okay. So subject plus V2 plus object is the structure of simple past tense. So what was the structure of a simple present tense? Simple present tense or structure, do you remember?
Subject plus V1 plus object.
Yes, it was subject plus V1 plus object. Now it is subject plus V2 plus object. It means that is in present tense. So you are using V1. This is past tense. So you are using V2. Okay. So I ate an apple. Here you can check. I is the subject. Ate is the V2. An apple is the object. Similarly, she gave me a pen. She is the subject. Gave is the V2 and me is one object, a pen is another object. Sometimes we have two objects, one direct object and one indirect object. A pen is the direct object, me is the indirect object. Okay, anyways, subject plus V2 plus object, that is the general formula. So in the above examples, the action is already completed by the subjects I and she. Here the subjects are I and she. Both of them have completed the actions. Hence the sentences are written in simple past tense. Okay, so this is the structure of simple past tense. Now moving to some examples. Okay, let me call Jenny. Can you read the first 5 sentences?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Jenny.
Mala gave me a notebook. Sheila worked for 10 hours yesterday. Gokul consumed plenty. What is that one?
Plenty.
Plenty of medicines. She was a good girl. I did all the jobs alone. Nobody helped me to complete work.
Okay, okay, fine. So here, what is meant by
Okay.
plenty? What is plenty? Plenty of water, plenty of food, plenty of medicines.
A small medicine like that, ma'am.
Many medicines. A lot of medicines.
Oh,
Plenty of water. I
okay,
drink.
ma'am.
Yeah, if I tell I drink plenty of water means I drink a lot of water. Okay, plenty means more. Okay, yes. Now next five can be read by Anita. Last five. You can start from Jitin. Okay.
Jitin repaid the loan last month. Ajay drove his new car in the junction. The television was repaired. The children woke up early in the morning. He got injured as a result on the car accident.
Can you read that sentence once more, Kanna?
He got injured as a result
It is not
of
you are reading got. It's not got. It's got. He got. அப்படி read பண்ணுங்க. He got.
he got injured as a result of the car accident.
Yes, it is got. Okay, GOT is called got, not got கிடையாது. Got. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here you can see all the sentences are in simple past tense. Mala gave me a notebook. So here subject is Mala. Gave is the V2. Past tense of give. Me is an object. A notebook is another object. So some sentences will have two objects. That is okay. Okay. Next, Sheila worked for 10 hours yesterday. So Sheila is the subject. Okay, let me ask you to tell. Let me ask you to tell so that you will learn the structure little more better. Okay, yes, I will start with Asna. Yes, Asna, can you identify the subject, verb and object in the second sentence?
Sheila subject, work, verb, for 10 hours yesterday, subject, object.
Okay, a verb, you should also tell the form of the verb, okay?
Worked, V2.
V2 form, very good. Okay. Next is Jenny. Gokul consumed plenty of medicines. You just have to tell the subject, verb and object. Okay. Yes, Jenny. Have you left the meet?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. 1 minute, ma'am. I think.
Okay. Gokul consumed plenty of medicines. Just identify the subject, then the verb, that is V2.
Subject Gokul.
Okay.
Verb means verb.
V2. What is V2 here? What is the verb here?
Plenty of medicines, ma'am.
No. Consumed. Consumed is the
Consumed.
verb.
Okay, ma'am.
And what is the object here?
Plenty of medicines.
Yes. So subject plus V2 plus object. Consume means to take inside. Consuming a lot of medicine means to eat a lot of medicines. Okay. Consuming food means to eat.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. We are all consumers. We are all consumers because we all consume food, water. Okay. In science you would have learned producers and consumers. പഠിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടോ? Producers and consumers. Have you studied that? I think in 6th standard or 5th standard you will learn that. 5th or 6th you will learn producers and consumers. Producers means the one who produces food. Who are food producers in our nature?
Ma'am, plants.
Plants are the producers because we cannot produce food. We can't produce food. And who are consumers?
Ma'am, without plants, the another all creatures.
All other creatures are consumers. For example, human beings are consumers, animals are consumers, birds are consumers, insects are consumers. Okay, except plants, all the other living creatures are consumers. Okay, so consume means to have something, to eat something. Okay, yes. Aradhana, yes, you are in 5th standard, 6th standard, right? You would have learned that. Okay. So, Gokul consumed plenty of medicines means Gokul took plenty of medicines. Yes. Next one, she was a good girl. Yadu, can you identify the subject, verb and object here? Just try it, okay? Your mic is off, Yadu. Okay, what about Harita? Can you identify the subject, verb and object here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what happened? You were late today. What happened to you? Did you forget that we have the class?
Yes, ma'am. I forgot.
Oh, okay, okay, no problem. Yeah, carry on. Okay, so what
She
is
is subject.
okay.
She is subject.
Ah,
Good is verb.
you are learning, sorry, you are reading that 1, 2, 3, fourth sentence, right? Okay, she was a good girl. She is the subject. Okay, was is the verb. Was is a helping verb, right?
Good girl. Good girl object.
That's it. Okay, she is the subject, was is the verb, and a good girl is the object. Was is not an action verb, it is a helping verb. Some sentences will not have action verbs. So, what we have to do? Depend on the helping verbs. Okay, fine. Okay, okay, yes. Next one, Lakshana, can you try the next one? Nobody helped me to, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I did all the jobs alone.
Subject is I.
Ah.
Object is
Subject முடிஞ்சு object subject முடிஞ்சு verb.
verb is
Did.
job.
Did is the verb. What is meant by verb, Lakshana?
Verb action verbs, ma'am.
Action. Okay, you are in which class you are studying?
5th, ma'am.
5th standard. Okay, that is why you are getting confused. That's okay. Subject முடிஞ்சா object should come. I'm sorry, subject முடிஞ்சா verb should come. Verbக்கு அப்புறம் தான் object வரணும். சரியா?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so here nobody, I did all the jobs alone. So I is the subject. Did is the verb here. Do would past tense than did. Did is the verb here. All the jobs alone is the object. Clear? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now moving to the next question. Nobody helped me to complete my work. Yes, Rakshan.
Subject is nobody. We two is helped. Me to complete my work is object.
Very good. Can you identify the direct object and indirect object? Do you know how to identify that? We learned in the second class what is meant by a direct object and indirect object. Do you remember that?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Direct object means the object which is directly affected by the action. So here you can see nobody helped me to complete my work. Appa nobody helped me to do what? Nobody helped me to do what? Complete my work. So complete my work is the object. Okay, nobody helped to complete my work. Whom did they help? Whom did they do not help? Me. So me is the indirect object. Work is the direct object. Complete the work is the direct object and me is the indirect object. Okay. Next, moving to Jitin repaid the loan last month. Who can try? Ajay, can you try? Ajay? Okay, what about Aradhana?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Zenith is subject.
Jitin.
Repaired is verb.
Repaid. It is
The
not repaired. Repaid.
repaid is verb.
Hmm.
The loan last year is object.
The loan last month is the object. Okay, good, good. Now, so verb in which form is it is? Is it in V1, V2 or V3? In which form it is? In which form it is given? Is it in V1, V2 or V3? Repaid. So it is in which form?
V2.
V2. Yes, because this is in past tense. Yes. Good, good. Senthil. Yes, Murugapriya Senthil. May I know your name?
Mohita, ma'am.
Mohita, you are from which place?
Balajapet.
Valajapet. Okay. Which class you are studying?
8th standard, ma'am.
Okay. Are you attending the class for the first time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, okay. Fine. Okay. So can you try the next question? Your name? Oh, sorry. What was your name?
Mohita, ma'am.
Mohita. Yes, Mohita. You can try the next question. Ajay drove his new car in the junction. Identify the subject, verb, and object.
Ajay is the subject.
Hmm.
Drove is V2.
Hmm.
His new car in the junction was object.
Very good. His new car in the junction is the object. Good, good. Okay. Yes. Next one. The television was repaired. Yes, Pratika, can you try?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm.
The is the subject.
Mm. The television is the subject. The is not a subject. It is an article. Okay.
Television is a
The
subject,
television is the subject. Yes.
and was is verb two,
Was
and
is the verb.
object and object is repaid.
Okay, I will tell you one thing. Like you may not know this since you are in your primary classes. Was repaired is together a verb. Was is a helping verb. Repaired is a main verb. So when we club them together, it will become a verb, a single verb. Was repaired എന്നുള്ളത് ഒരു single verb ആയിട്ട് we can consider it. So the television is the subject. Was repaired is the V2, and there is no object in this sentence. So we already know even if there are no objects in certain sentences, it is absolutely fine. It's okay to not have sentences. It's okay to have sentences without objects. Okay. So even if there are no objects in sentences, that's okay. That's fine. Okay. So here the television is the subject, was repaired is the verb, V2.
Mom,
What?
so is it okay if we don't have any subject too?
No, that is not possible. It is possible only in imperative sentences. Like for example, open the door, close the door, open the windows, keep quiet. In such instructions, you can write sentences without subjects. But there is a subject. There also a subject will be there. You will be the subject. You is the subject. Okay, every sentence requires a subject and a verb for sure. Only object can have this option. Okay. Okay, now moving to the next one. Yes, the children woke up early in the morning. Yes, Lakshana. Yeah.
The children is the verb. The children is the
Subject. Subject.
subject.
Ah,
Woke up is the verb.
ah.
Early in the morning is the object.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Next is the last one. He got injured as a result of the car accident. Who can try? Let me check. Fardeen, can you try Fardeen? Fardeen Khan. Come on, switch on your mic and answer. Or Chitra, can you try Chitra? Okay, Pratika, can you give a try again?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
He is a subject
Okay.
and got injury.
Yeah.
Got is a verb too.
Got injured is the verb. You are correct.
Oh,
Hmm.
got injured is a verb too. And
Me
as a result of the car accident is object.
Excellent. Excellent. Very good. So this is how you have to learn. See, one or two questions may go wrong. That is okay. But do not give away. Do not give up. Okay. You should keep trying. See, for example, Pratika made a mistake in the first question. I taught her, I explained what is the mistake to her. Then what happened in the second question? She answered correctly. So this is how learning happens. Practice makes a man perfect. Okay, fine. Now moving to the next tense, that is, okay, before that I want to show you some sentences without objects. There are sentences in English without objects also. Okay, can somebody read these sentences?
Yes, ma'am. I
Yes.
will.
Okay, who is that? Yes, Harita. Yes, Harita.
Boys played. Birds flew. Women cooked. Children studied. Girls dressed up. I ate. She ran.
Okay, it's not woman, it's women. Okay, women.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Women cooked. Woman means it will be singular, no? Women. Women is plural. We say Women's Day, not Woman's Day. Okay. So here you can
Okay.
say, yeah, boys played. Okay. I want you to identify the subject and verb, students. Okay. Like this only you have to practice. I will start with Aradhana. What is the subject and verb in the first sentence?
Boys is subject,
Ah,
played is verb.
okay. Next is
Played is
Mohita.
V2 form.
Ah, that is in V2 form. Good, good. Very good, Kanna. Okay. Next is Mohita. Can you try the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Birds is the subject and flew is the verb.
Verb. Okay. In which form it is? Is it in V1, V2 or V3? Which form is it in? Any idea? Present tense, past tense, past perfect, past perfect tense.
Past tense, ma'am.
Past tense. So V2 form. That's it. Okay. Good.
Okay.
Next is Pratika. Women cooked.
Um, one, the woman is subject and cooked is verb too. V2.
What is the subject, dear? I didn't hear it.
Woman,
Women.
women.
Women is the subject. Try pronouncing it women.
Yeah, Mom, I got it down.
Hmm.
Why would we even call women?
Woman is singular. WOMAN. Woman. For example, your mother is a woman. Your grandmother is a woman. Your teacher, your lady, if your teacher is a lady teacher, then she is a woman. But if there are group of women, if there are lots of women, then we call them plurally as women.
Uh,
Woman is singular, women is plural. That's it.
okay.
Okay, good. Yes, next is children studied. Alakshana.
Children is the subject, study is the verb.
Verb. Studied is in which form? V1,
V2.
V2. V2. Very good. Studied is in V2. Cooked is in V2. flew V2, played V2. Okay, next is girls dressed up. Rakshan?
Ma'am, which one, ma'am?
Girls dressed up.
Girls is subject, dressed up is V2.
Okay, so what is the form of dressed up here?
V2.
V2 form. So dressed up is actually a combination of two words, dressed and up. One is a verb, dressed up அப்படிங்கிறது verb, upங்கிறது ஒரு preposition இல்லையா? So a combination of verb and preposition is called a phrasal verb that you will learn in the later stages. Phrasal verbs அப்படின்னா it is a combination of an action verb and a preposition. Phrasal verbs, got up, wake up, go out, come in. Okay, two combination of two words is called a phrasal verb. Okay, one verb and one preposition. Okay, next is I ate. Who can try? Somebody new?
I is subject.
Ah,
8 is V2 form. In V2 form.
V2 form. Okay, the last one is she ran. Yes, Kadiravan, can you try?
Yes, ma'am.
Ah,
She is subject, ran is B2 form.
okay. So, what do you understand from these sentences? All sentences are having only a verb and, a subject and a verb. There is only one subject and one verb in these sentences. Do we find any objects here? Objects irka? Do we find objects?
No, ma'am.
No objects. So, from this we understand there are also sentences without objects. Only SV is there, subject and verb are there. But still they are meaningful sentences only. So, even if there is no object in some sentences, we can call them meaningful. If it has a meaning, then fine. It is not necessary that you should always write the object when you are writing sentences. These are also sentences, right? Okay, if I say she cried, she cried. Is there any object in this sentence?
No.
No. So that is also an example for SV sentences, subject verb sentences. The standard format is SVO, subject verb and object. But if there is no O, that's okay. It's okay to write SV sentences. Okay. So now we can move to past continuous tense. Okay, today we will learn only two tenses, past simple past and past continuous tense. So what is meant by past continuous tense? What was present continuous tense? Can you recollect? Present continuous tense, what was it? Actions that happened continuously in the present tense. So past continuous is nothing but actions that happened continuously in the past. Actions that happened continuously in the past are shown in past continuous tense. So past continuous tense is used to show an action that was continuously happening in the past. So we have four examples here. Rani was driving when I called her. Or you can also write, when I called her, Rani was driving. Similarly, I was washing the utensils. Rekha and Raki were hard-working students. Children were playing in the park. So you have to know the structure of this tense. What is the structure of present continuous tense? Come on, anyone quickly?
Subject plus am or is or are plus verb plus ing plus object.
Exactly right. Okay. Now we are making a small change in past perfect tense. Instead of is or am or are in the present continuous, you are writing it was or were. Instead of is, am, are, that was in present continuous. Here it is past continuous, so it is was or were. So subject plus was or were plus V1 plus ing plus object. This is the structure of past continuous tense. Okay, so now let's check whether the sentences are following the proper pattern. Rani was driving when I called her. So Rani is the subject plus was. Okay, where to use was and where to use were? How to use was and were? How can we identify whether we should use was or were? Was வேணுமா were வேணுமான்னு எப்படி ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணுறது?
Subject is singular, was used, and subject is plural, were is used.
If the subject is singular, we use was, and for plural, we use were. Good. So here Rani is singular, so you are using was. Rani was driving is V1 plus ing. When I called her is the object. So Rani was driving when I called her. Or you can also write like this. When I called her, Rani was driving. So here you just neglect this part. When I called her, just delete this part. Give importance only for Rani was driving, because that is the main part of the sentence. Clear? Next, I was washing the utensils. Okay, so here I is the subject plus was plus washing is V1 plus ing plus the utensils is the object. Next, Rekha and Rakhi were hard working students. So here the subject is Rekha and Rakhi. Since they are two people, we are using were. So subject plus were plus hard working. Hard working is actually one word, single word. Okay. I have given a space here. I will just remove that space. Okay. So hard working is a single word, that is the V1 plus ing, and students is the object. And the last one, children were playing in the park. Children is the subject plural plus were plus playing is V1 plus ing. In the park is the object. This is how we have to identify a sentence in past continuous tense. So now we shall quickly move to some examples. Okay. Yes. So here we have some examples. I want each one of you to read the sentence and find the subject plus that V1 plus ing and object. So let me start with Aradhana.
Raksha is a subject, ma'am.
Read the sentence first.
Raksha was painting a portrait.
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 Why
Raksha is a
a portrait? Portrait means it's a painting. Okay, painting. Okay, yes.
Raksha is a subject. Was is a we.
Raksha
Was
plus
is a
was.
Raksha. Raksha is a subject. Was is a verb. Painting a portrait is an object.
No dear, Raksha is the subject plus was. Was will come because was or were is important. So Raksha plus was plus painting is V1 plus ing. A portrait is the object. Okay, according to this tense, in the tense la vandu ipdi varanam. Subject plus was or were plus V1 plus ing plus object. அப்போ was were verb னு சொல்ல முடியாது. We cannot tell it as a verb. Subject plus was plus V1 plus ing plus object. So here Raksha is the subject plus was plus painting is the V1 plus ing plus a portrait is the object. Okay. Okay, now moving to the next one, Kavi Arison, you can try the next one.
Abarna was cooking a delicious dish. Abarna is a subject. Was cooking is a verb. A delicious fish is a object.
Yes, was cooking is a verb and cooking is in V1 plus ing. Okay. So you can tell like that. Was painting is a verb or was cooking is together a verb. Okay, next one. Yes, let me call Kabilan. Are you ready to answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Kabilan.
Anjali was driving a scooter. Anjali's subject was plus driving is V1 ing. Yes, is subject.
A scooter is the object. Okay. Yes, next one is Lakshana.
Sanjan was supplying food in a hotel. Sanjan
It's
plus
Sajan. Okay.
Sarjan plus was plus supplying V1 plus ing. Food in a hotel is object.
What is the subject here?
Sarjan.
Sajan. Okay, what is the verb here?
Was.
Okay, what about the next word?
Supplying is V1 plus ing.
So that is also a
Hotel.
verb, right? Supplying is also a verb. So was supplying is together a verb. Okay. Was supplying together it is a verb. Okay. Food in the hotel is the object. Okay. Next, Bala was taking orders from the customers. Okay. Pratika, can you try?
Yes, ma'am. Bala is subject. Was taking is a V1 form plus ing
Yes, V1 plus ing.
form. Um, Food in the hotel is object.
Okay, food in the hotel is the object. Good. Not food in the hotel, orders from the customers. We are reading the fifth example. We are reading the fifth one. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, okay. Yeah, next one. Priya was praying in the temple. Kathiravan, can you try?
Yes, ma'am. Priya is a subject. Was praying is a verb. In the temple is a object.
Okay, very good. Next is Mohita. Can you try? Next one.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ammu was thinking about her exams. Ammu is subject, was thinking is V1, about her exams is object.
It is not V1, V1 plus ing. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Thinking. So think plus ing. V1 plus ing. Okay. Next is Karthik was playing video games. I left somebody, right? Just a minute. Tamilarasan, do you want to try? Tamilarasan, do you want to try? Okay. Jenny. Jenny. After Jenny, I will call Rakshan. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Jenny, try the next one. Karthik was playing video games. Identify the subject, verb and object. Please make it fast. We have 2 more minutes only. It's nearing 11:30.
Karthik is subject, ma'am.
Hmm. Okay, what is the verb here?
Was playing.
Okay.
Was then
After subject?
video games, sir. Subject is video. The subject வந்து Karthik, ma'am, and verb was playing video games, sir.
What part is it? Video games is? என்ன part அது? Subject, verb and? What is the third part called? Object?
Object, miss, object.
Video games is called object. Okay. Next is Jaya was walking on the road. Okay, Rakshan, can you try? Last one, Harita. Okay, after Rakshan, I will be calling Harita. Rakshan?
Jaya was walking on the road. Past continuous. Jaya subject was or were plus V1 plus ing plus object.
Okay, okay. So what is the V1 plus ing here? What is the verb here?
Walking.
Okay, and what is the object?
On the road.
Okay, fine. Now the last one is Harita. Yes, you can try the last one.
Okay, ma'am. Abhi was writing a letter. Abhi is the subject. Was writing is V1 plus ing. A letter is the object.
That's it. Okay. So we have so far completed the two tenses under past tense. So what are the two tenses that we studied today? The two tenses, the new two tenses that we studied?
Simple past tense, past continuous.
Simple past tense and past continuous tense. In the next class, we will continue past perfect continuous, and I also wanted to start the speaking sessions. It is because of the grammar that I am not going into speaking sessions. Okay, from next class definitely we will have speaking sessions. Okay, and I also wanted to tell you one thing. This is important. Okay, already the students from Kerala might have known this. Okay, but most of you here are Tamil, right? So I will tell in Tamil itself. நம்ம கம்யூனிகேட்டிவ் இங்கிலீஷ் கிளாஸ் ரெகுலராக அட்டென்ட் பண்ணுற ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ், ஓகே, கம்யூனிகேட்டிவ் இங்கிலீஷ் கிளாஸ் சண்டே இந்த 10:15 கிளாஸ் வந்து யாரெல்லாம் ரெகுலராக அட்டென்ட் பண்ணுறீங்க அப்படிங்கிறது நம்ம வந்து நோட் பண்ணுறோம். பிகாஸ் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் த வீடியோ வந்து ரெக்கார்டட் வீடியோ வந்து ரெக்கார்டட் நமக்கு கையில் நமக்கு கிடைக்கிறது, ரெக்கார்டிங்ஸ் பண்ணுறோம். செகண்ட் திங், வி ஆர் ஆல்சோ நோட்டிங் த அட்டெண்டன்ஸ். அப்போது யாரெல்லாம் ரெகுலராக நம்ம கிளாஸஸ் அட்டென்ட் பண்ணுறீங்க அப்படிங்கிறது நம்ம நோட் பண்ணுறோம். எதுக்குன்னா ப்ராப்பராக பங்க்சுவலாக அட்டென்ட் பண்ணுற ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸுக்கு வந்து நம்ம ஐஒஎம்லேருந்து கிஃப்ட்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஐஒஎம் வில் பி கிவிங் யூ சம் வேல்யூபிள் கிஃப்ட்ஸ். ஓகே, ஸோ அதனால் கீப் அட்டெண்டிங் த கிளாஸஸ் ரெகுலர்லி. ஓகே, அண்ட் ஃப்ரீயாக கிடைக்கிற கிஃப்ட்ஸை வந்து சும்மா வேஸ்ட் பண்ணாதுங்க. ஓகே, கிஃப்ட் கிடைக்கிற சான்ஸை டோன்ட் லிவ் இட். Don't miss the opportunity to get the gifts. Okay, that's all students. Okay, so attend the classes regularly. See you on next Sunday. Notes எடுக்கணும், எல்லாரும் notes எடுக்கணும் from next class. இன்னைக்கு யாரெல்லாம் எடுக்கல I don't know. From next class definitely you should buy a small notebook and start taking notes. புரிஞ்சுதா? ஆராதனா, லக்ஷனா, ஜெனி, ரக்ஷன், கவியரசன், கதிரவன், நீங்களாம் நோட்ஸ் எடுக்கிறீங்களா நிஜமாவே?
Yes, ma'am.
ஓகே, வாட் அபவுட் அதர்ஸ்? நோட்ஸ் எடுக்காதவங்க நிறைய பேர் இருக்கீங்க இந்த லிஸ்ட்டில் எனக்கு தெரியும். யூ ஹாவ் டு டேக் டவுன் நோட்ஸ். ஓகே, நோட்ஸ் எடுக்கலைன்னா யூ ஆர் லேசி பீப்புள், அதான் நான் நினச்சிப்பேன். ஓகே, ஃபைன். ஸோ see you on the next class. Thank you students.